welcome back. How many of your students are reading on grade level? Okay, so not all your students are where they should be. And that's the epidemic that we're dealing with now. We know that everyone sitting in our classrooms are not reading on the level that they should. This AI tool is going to help you with that. With Diffit.me, you're able to adapt any PDF, text, excerpt, article, URL, YouTube video for any reading level or language. This helps you to help all students. So you can support your students who are learning English, you can support your students with IEPs, and you can challenge those students who are advanced and might need a little more. So let's go. Okay, so let's go to dipit.me. So you can search anything. So if you need resources on anything, you just type it into the search bar. You can also add a URL from an article or video, or you can upload any text or excerpt that you already have. I teach middle school, but I want this to be on a fourth grade level because I have students who are reading on a fourth grade level. Another reason I like Diffit is it's creating reading material for me. So I know some of us have textbooks that are outdated. This is going to create something current for me for my classroom. I'm signing in with Google, so I'll have access to more resources. And okay, so you see this is updated. Kamala Harris is the picture or the image. And then we have our adapted reading passage. I can show sources so I can see, okay, is this reliable? Does it have some good sources? Or I could show the sources so the students could see what sources look like. Um, you can list key vocabulary words that you might want to go over with them before they tackle the article. You can create multiple choice questions as your exit ticket or to see if they're comprehending what they read. With the paid version, you can do more advanced questions or more challenging questions. You can do short answer questions. Again, with the paid version, you can do more advanced questions. And then you could do open-ended response questions. So a variety of question types and a variety of DOK levels for your questions. So this is what this looks like. And these are the different activities you can get with this resource. And I'll go into more detail with this later. But if you can notice, it pairs great with Google. You have Google Docs, Google Forms, you have Google Slides, and all these are different exports that you can create with the text that they created. So 8 parts of speech workbook, ACE, short answer question workbook, cause and effect, claims and counterclaims, close reading activity, Cornell notes, discussion, facts and opinion. And it goes on and on. You'll have to go in because it has so many main ideas, KWL, problems and solution, pros and cons. So they have so many different resources that it can create for you. So you'll just have to play with this. Now, you can print this off for your students or you could save it as a PDF and send it to your students. However you want to do that is really up to you. When you print it or save it, you can have the reading level listed. You can have the summary. You can have the short answer questions, the title, the questions, vocabulary, all that will be on the page, whatever you select. Or you could just have a reading selection, the passage. It's up to you. Okay, so now I want to create this for my students who are on reading level or grade level because I don't want to give them something written for a fourth grader when they are reading on their appropriate grade level. And if I had some students in my class who are above and beyond seventh grade, I would adapt the text to a higher level because I don't want them sitting in their board. I want them to be challenged. So the image has changed here. The passage has changed, but it's still dealing with the presidential election. And we have sources again. We have our summary. Our vocabulary words have changed. They've gotten a little harder. We're going to add some more questions. The questions are more difficult because, again, this is seventh grade and not fourth grade. So I am differentiating the text. I'm giving all students what they are supposed to have, but I'm giving students also, I'm meeting them where they are. So now this is the Google form. So if I have a paperless classroom and I want everything digital, I'm going to go to this Google form and create this. You can pair it with your Google Classroom or share it to Google Classroom, or you can just open it to Google Forms. I would share it to Google Classroom because that way every student gets a copy and you can just grade everything just like that. This is everything in the Google form. Now let's look at some of these resources or activities for the students. Let's just go to this 3-2-1 reading summary workbook. Now again, this is a Google product, so you can use Google Classroom. I would use Google Classroom. That way I know every student gets a copy and I'm going to be able to tell when the students turn in. So the first page is always going to be your teacher page, and it just tells the teacher what to do. It gives you your instructions. You will delete this page. Then you have your image analysis, notice and wonder. See, I love this. They get to look at that image and analyze it. What do you notice? Some of the pictures are in color, some of them are black and white. What do you wonder? What do you wonder about that? Why are some of the pictures separate, together, things like that? You have your key vocabulary. They can type 3 things they learned right in these boxes. They can draw some pictures right in those boxes. They can type in one question they have right in that box. Now, this is where they read and take notes. They can take notes in the margin over here, and they can also annotate the text. they can work with this text as they're reading it. Then you have your answer and explain section where they have their key vocabulary. They have those questions that they had in the Google form, or if you were to print it. They have to answer and then explain their answer here. These are the short answers. This is reflect and discuss, where they come up with their answer and then they get with partners in the room and they discuss what the partners have said and if their answers were different. I love this section because I love collaboration in my classroom. So that's the Google Slide assignment. Thank you for joining. Please catch my next video, Talking Avatars for Teachers. Create your own talking avatar. Have a good one.